How do humans? It's Timothy here. We've been doing a podcast almost every week now called the Rediscover Human Podcast. And it's been on a different channel, so I'll share links to that below. But I'm just going to put a clip here so you can get a feel for the podcast. And if you want to check out more, links will be down below. Just stay tuned to this channel. I've got plenty more content coming. And if you want to join my members page, I'm posting 1 or 2 videos a week there at the moment, still going regularly. That's where most of my time has been put in on the YouTube. So yeah, everything you want, links below. Other than that, enjoy the clip.
After a few years of running, I got injuries and these niggles that wouldn't go away. I could warm up through them, but then that would feel worse. Once I cooled down, my body would just feel really bad. And so I got to a point where I was like, I don't want to just keep warming up through niggles. How about I try and solve the niggles and work on that? And there's so many things to address when it comes to that. But fundamentally, if you're driving a car and the axle's bent or the disc pad's at a wrong angle, it's going to affect the way the car drives and it's going to wear out a lot quicker. And that's how I see a human is we all have the same skeletal frame and there's obviously small nuances, but we've got the same frame, same amount of ligaments and joints that are supposed to function the same way. The same way all cats have similar biomechanics to each other and birds and other animals. If I can't run without being injured, then something is wrong at a fundamental level with my biomechanics and how my body is functioning. Now, to identify the problem is a real minefield because the place that hurts is not where the issue normally is. 95, 97, 99% of the time, what hurts, and Strongfit said this, and I've been saying, he just coined it in a really nice way. He said that's the end of the issue. It's not the start of the issue. So often we have injuries where the muscles or the tendons are getting stretched. So there's a tightness somewhere else that you don't feel pain in that's causing the stretch to happen. So where we feel pain, we go to that and we pressure that and we ice that. But the root of it is some tight part of our body somewhere that could have been caused from an injury in childhood, from previous sports. It could be caused from emotional trauma that's locked us into a certain way of posture that we hold our body. So there's many causes. So to like I say, to get to the root of this, to solve or to improve the biomechanics back to good posture and in turn good walking and good running patterns it is a minefield that you have to face. You can't just go to a physiotherapist. One, I think they're not on the money anyway because they're just looking at where the pain is. But you have to look at it physically, so you do have to solve it physically, whether you use a physiotherapist or other practices to do that, which are out there on, like certain people are coming up with good solutions. But you have to work on the emotional side of yourself because there's something emotionally that's holding the injury there as well. And that might be some self-worth issue or something that I don't deserve this ability to do this anymore, or something like some real deep issue, some trauma that's come from somewhere. And that's when you have to get into sort of plant medicines and breath work and what stuff Chris Walton does, EFT, the tapping. There's so much. So the journey of correcting biomechanics is a long one, but for me, it's if the fundamental purpose of our body is to transport our mind, and it's designed to do that by walking and running. That is its primary design, like a car is meant to drive. Now, the car can also light up a room if you turn the headlights on, or it can have air conditioning, or it can play music, but the purpose of it is transportation. The purpose of it is to drive from A to B, and the other stuff is all secondary. So the purpose of our physical flesh body is transportation in the mode of walking and running. And so